crisis.
So the All-Star game is officially over. Yay! All-Star Week, which wasn't actually a full week, is over. And now it feels like the city is spiking the football a little bit because of how amazing they handled the event. And again, I think that was expected. I don't know anyone who didn't think that we could host an event like the All-Star game. We did it. Okay, yay. Well, now is the real test. The real test is whether or not the city's going to maintain this semblance of order in downtown Seattle, in Pioneer Square and SODO, or whether or not they're going to go back to normal. Now, depending on who you're talking to and maybe their history in Seattle, if they are folks like me who have lived here a long time, we're like, yeah, of course it's going to go back to normal. Maybe some of the newbies to town, like just picking someone at random, a Seattle Times editorialist who decided just 5 days into his job to write a silly piece about the Fremont Lenin statue that somehow he thought was a good idea to write about and now is getting dragged on Twitter. They seem to think, I'm guessing that this is going to be the new norm because they haven't been let down by local city government as much as so many of us have been let down in prior years where we thought to ourselves, oh, maybe this is going to be a change. No, not really. One thing that apparently is here to stay, and this is a good thing, this is a positive, the eco blocks. Now, the eco blocks are those massive concrete blocks. They weigh a ton, literally a ton. And some people, will laugh at this and say, there's nothing environmental about it. They're not eco, that's just branding. No, it's actually made of recycled construction project equipment or, concrete that's not being used. They then put it into this block form. And for our purposes in this conversation, they're placed in areas to prevent homeless RVs from basically taking over the whole place. And I am a huge fan of it. Kids, what do you think of the eco blocks? Yay! Duncan's got a look in his eye. Yeah, we're pushing them out. Now, they're going to keep them. What I find to be so funny and curious, I suppose, previously the mayor said he's against those eco blocks. They're evil. Last August, when businesses were putting them up because they were so desperate to do something, anything, to get a hold of the homelessness crisis, he was all like, we're going to ticket them.
Our strategy just can't be focused on one issue. It's the whole ecosystem around there, and we are on our job, so we understand it. But eco blocks are just not the way either.
I don't know. You said ecosystem. I'm going to say eco blocks. They have the same three first letters. Come on. But then for the All-Star game, they were placed everywhere, at least in the direct vicinity of the All-Star game, where they previously had concerns about the RV homeless encampments. Do they count as encampments? I don't know. But it's just so weird how they just kind of popped up, and the city was all like, I don't know how it got there. What eco blocks? We didn't do it. What are you talking about? Eco blocks? What's eco about them? And then I had to explain to them what's eco about them.
Those were not done by the city. We did not know about them, and they are not anything associated with any of our All-Star partners.
We didn't even know. Oh my gosh. I mean, we've been down there for the last week and a half cleaning out everything. And I guess no one from the city was all like, hey, people putting down the eco blocks, we see you. Who are you with? Guess they didn't want to take a deep dive into that. Guess they're not looking to go ahead and ticket the people responsible. In fact, at a press conference, they're now saying, here's SDOT Director Greg Spotts, well, I mean, we would move them, but I mean, around this time of year, we're just kind of busy.
Just in terms of removing them, this is a prime construction season for us, and our crews are focused on building safety improvements and mobility improvements. So it'd be unlikely we'd take people off just to move eco blocks around.
I mean, we would never do something like that. Right now is the perfect time for projects. Sure, we just took a whole bunch of a break so we can participate in the All-Star Week planning. But other than that, you expect us to pull people off of these incredibly important projects that are already overdue and over budget? We would never.